Hey guys, this is Athena. Welcome to chapter probably 9 on my odd days of Vlogmas. It's been so long since I've sat in my recording studio that I feel a little funny. I don't think I've done this in about 2 weeks. The subject of this video is kind of a miscellaneous collection of things I have discovered or purchased or I don't know, otherwise acquired in the last week or so. And so I had to kind of jot down my notes because I want to make sure it's somewhat organized. I guess we'll start with this. I know that when I release these videos, it's way off because like the date. So in other words, today's actual date is December 12th. And it takes almost a week between recording and by the time I finally get to it, since I'm posting on odd days. But again, that's been a good way for me not to get behind. Thursday of this week, I had to work a half day because I had an appointment to go to in the afternoon. And when you work a half day, even though I didn't need to be at my appointment until after 3, a half day starts at noon. So between noon and about 2:30 when I was leaving for my appointment, I had some time to myself. And sometimes when I have a little pocket of time, I almost am overwhelmed by all the things that, like, what should I do? What should I do? I have a million things I could do. What should I do? What will I do? What do I want to do? And you know what usually happens? I go to Home Goods and World Market. Those are my happy places when I can go out and play. That's my Toys R Us. So I'm going to show you a couple things I picked up. It's not a huge haul or anything. It's really just a couple little items. I did some holiday shopping while I was there, and I won't bore you with that stuff, but I do want to show you some cool stuff that I got for myself. So I'd already purchased some of the amethyst votive holders that Ember had shown forever ago, and I bought a couple of those. Well, found another thing at Home Goods, very similar. It was for $9.99, but it's just amethyst, geode. Nothing's cut out. It's just a giant chunk of awesome, and pretty good size actually, like size of my hand. I haven't used it yet. Impulse buy for sure. When you see something like that, do you see? You start hearing the goddess, or I don't know, whomever whispering in your ear, you need that, you must have. Okay, so who am I to argue with a higher voice, right? So I purchased it. I'm going to clean it, and I think how I'm going to use it is as a charging stone for jewelry or things like that. It'll go by my bed, I think, and I will lay some things on it, and I just think just absorbing the energy of the amethyst will be wonderful. Again, I want to literally clean it, like physically, and then metaphysically clean it and I guess consecrate it or whatever. Right now, it's got the energy of Home Goods, so that's not really what I'm going for. Another thing I got there, I love this. This is reminiscent of the not Old Navy. Why am I so tired? Of the Trader Joe's little sets I showed you on my day 1. And this is 6 gourmet spices. What I love about it is the jars it comes in. I haven't even opened it yet. Okay, you guys probably know me well enough to know I don't cook. So if I buy spices, it's never for kitchen use, or very rarely. But when you see something in awesome jars like this, you got to go for it. So, opening. All right. Which one I want to show? Okay. I love things with corks, and I just love this. I think this is wonderful. So, it's got plastic on it right now to keep it sealed, but it's going to be a lovely, beautiful, apothecary-looking jar to add to my witchy cupboard. So we have rosemary, coriander, I'm sorry, basil, or English people, y'all say basil, don't you? That's cute. I don't know why we say herbs and you say herbs. It seems like it should be opposite, but paprika, oregano, and parsley. So these were also $9.99. So I thought that was wonderful, wonderful purchase. Okay. And then, as I said, I got other stuff, but the rest of it was for other people and not exciting. So then I hopped over, took a little walk over to World Market. I love that place. So one of the things I bought there, I thought about putting it on, but I haven't yet. This is one of those things you absolutely positively don't need. It's a headband. Kind of looks Roman, doesn't it? And you know, I teach ancient Rome, so maybe I'll be all Athena-y, although she's Greek, right? But anyway, it could be Greek too. It looks kind of Greek and Roman. But anyway, it's a little headband, and obviously I was in a buying spontaneously mood. I think this is also $9.99, but they do have, yeah, but it's not really that much because they always have sales. And, you know, buy this, get another one. By the way, there's their beautiful bags, which I love, love, love. And then this one, I buy a lot of jewelry from there. I've actually gotten some things that have real stone in them. This was about $14.99. Again, I got it on special. But here's what it looks like. So I will try to show you up close if I can. And I don't think that's moonstone in it, but if it was, I would be so happy. Hey, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, there you go. It's beautiful. And it's a crescent, as you know, crescent moon. Now, looking at it, that would be a waning crescent. And I've always said that if I ever do get my next tattoo will be a moon probably. And if I got any crescent moon, I wouldn't get a waning crescent moon because, you know, that's the moon you use when you're trying to banish and rid yourself of something negative. Waxing is the growing moon, and I've always preferred the beginnings of something instead of the ending. So I usually like the first half of the year, well, spring, even more than fall, even though fall is so fantastic, but I like the feeling of spring and newness, and I've always enjoyed looking forward to something even more than the actual being there. Like knowing you have a vacation or an awesome date or something ahead of you. I love that feeling of looking forward to something, even more than being there. And I really don't like it when it's in the past and you're like, I miss it. So anyway, long story, it's a moon and I love the moon and I bought it. So yay for that. The last purchase that I wanted to show you from World Market, I'm really excited about this. Some of you probably already know about this artist. I think her name is Johanna. It's not, I don't remember them saying Joanna. I feel like it's Johanna or something. Basford. I'm probably saying her name wrong. She makes these coloring books for adults. And ever since really watching Eric Silvermoon do his work in his Book of Shadows, that kicked me off in my creativity cravings. And then meeting Molly and, through YouTube and seeing her art, and especially that Book of Shadows grimoire video I've already referenced a few times. Ever since I've seen both of those two have really stirred my creative juices and gotten me want to do things. I'm tragically impaired when it comes to art, but that doesn't take away from me wanting to do it. So this book and this beautiful artist, she creates the most gorgeous designs. Okay, I've got to tell you, the owl, you know, that fits Athena perfectly, right? The owl is my most, well, man, I can't say that. The owl and the raven and the elephant. Those are my three most sacred animals. And so anyway, There's an owl, and there's lots of things in here. Lots of, I mean, it's the enchanted forest. I really love this compass looking thing. Let me just look at that. And the first one I'm probably going to attempt to color is this one. It almost looks like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? But it's not. But it looks like one. But look at that. I think my little one might come up and say bye to me. He's heading out to Starbucks. If he does, I'll get him to say hi. Look at that. So I have colored pencils and things already. Ooh, I got to show you another 1 or 2 pictures in here. Yay. Oh, I can't wait to do this one. Can you see that? So anyway, I already have the colored pencils. I was looking online to see what people recommended. Some people say gel pens, but I think I'm going to take the colored penciled route because I feel like you can, you know, it's easier to not mess it up for me. And I decided last night, and this, I don't know. I guess it was good that I decided to do this, but at the same time, it was just like, holy crap. If you type in the name of the artist, I won't try to butcher her name again, and look online, like Pinterest or just on Google Images, you will see tons of people's pictures from this book and from her other books. You can see images of the pictures that people have colored in. Here comes dude. Hi. You saying bye-bye? Okay, let me watch out for my glasses here. Come here. Lean in. Give me a kiss. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Poochie's heading to
Starbucks.
Starbucks. What are you going to get there? What do you usually get?
Chocolate smoothie.
All right.
With whipped cream on top.
Delicious. Really? You better work on that Christmas list. Okay, time's running out. Bye. Okay, I was in the middle of trying to say, if you look online, you can see a bunch of images of the pictures that are in this coloring book and in her other ones. She has one about the ocean. She's got several other ones, but that's the only one that's popping to mind. And if you're like me and you're artistically challenged, it will inspire, amaze, and completely intimidate you. In spite of all that, I won't let that deter me from enjoying the coloring book and just going for it and not expecting to make it look like art. I'll just make it look like whatever. I probably won't ever share how it turns out with people. I'm just going to plan on not sharing it. And that way I won't be intimidated. If it actually does turn out, I'll show you something. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't hold your breath. The chances of me making something I want to share is 1% or less. So I'm going to add some links below. I want to add a link to the actual artist. She has a YouTube channel and it is awesome. Here's why I'm bringing this up. I'll keep my long story short. This week there have been 2 different things that have taken place and have stressed me the holy fuck out. Okay? Have made me pissed off. I have a zit. I've broken out, okay? Because I'm just like, it's just been stressful. And I don't want to share what it is because why bother? And like in my previous video, probably the most recent one that you've seen, I talked about don't don't feed that negative energy by keeping it alive and keeping it current. And the only reason I bring it up is because it has been a little bit of a trigger. It has made me want to just go partake of some of my favorite grape juice. And I don't want to do that, because if I do that, whatever momentary yay I might feel tomorrow, I will feel 1,000,000,000% worse about everything in the world. So I got to say, no matter what has happened and what has been stressful and irritating and whatever, I've been feeling so proud of myself because I've done very, very, very well with all this. Um, I love Ember. You know I love Ember. I confessed to her um, the day after Thanksgiving, I think it was. I I gave her just like a private message on Facebook, and I just said, I went ahead and partook a little at Thanksgiving. And the problem with that for me is once I've done something like that, then I ended up partaking a little bit also on Friday. Because once I know if you've ever been on a diet, you get it, where you're like, well, I've ruined the day anyway, might as well eat everything in the house, or I've ruined my week anyway, might as well literally sabotage myself as hugely as possible. So that's how I roll usually. But except for those 2 days, it's been perfect since my new moon thing of early November. So I'm still going really strong, and I'm really proud of myself. So I am not going to use my stress as an excuse to F it all. And instead, I'm trying to think, okay, that's what you used to do. But now you're not going to do that. What can you do? Where can you channel your energies? And there's a lot of things I could do. It's okay. Oh my God, people, it is 72 degrees outside. I don't know why I'm sitting in my house right now. I should be recording outside on my little sacred space area, but I'm not. It is flippin' gorgeous. So that's one thing I should do right now.
Silly putty.
Uh-huh. Why'd you bust in, Boo? I thought you were leaving. Well, I need you to let me finish. I need you to let me finish. No, don't do that. You're going to get it on the carpet. Don't do that. I just got totally bombarded by the Boo, who, yay, he's 100% healthy now. He's almost done taking his little antibiotic. He loves the amoxicillin. They make that stuff taste so good. But anyway, I was just saying, I need to take off my socks and get my ass outside and put my feet in the grass, because we still have grass. There's not any snow so far. Everybody keeps saying, oh my gosh, it's so warm. This is so weird. It doesn't feel like Christmas. I'm like, no, it feels like Tennessee. This is what Christmas in Tennessee always felt like. So, back on point, right? So I'm trying to not turn to my old habits, and I'm replacing my old habits with new habits. And one of the things I'm going to use on those stress out times, instead of partaking of unhealthy things, is I'm going to color in my coloring book. Gosh darn it. I'm going to put my feet in the grass and take a walk in the woods. I'm going to watch some funny YouTubes. There's another thing I want to link below. If you haven't heard of Thomas Sanders, then here's my present to you. Thomas Sanders is so funny. He is big on Vine, and for the briefest of moments, I tried to do Vine, and it don't work for me. One of my sons introduced me to Thomas Sanders. His Vines are so funny, and unlike most of the Vines that my son has shown me, Thomas almost never drops any bad words. I've heard him say one or two ever. So, and I know I've dropped a few already today, and that's fine. I'm just saying, when I'm always more impressed with people when they can be funny without always using the language, you know? So I'm going to link below sort of a anthology of vines that someone has put together. There are a few of these out there. Some of them are an hour and a half long. The one I'm going to link is probably going to be the 40-minute one. There was one I was watching today that I liked better because it didn't get interrupted every few minutes by a commercial, or ads, whatever. So anyway, I'm going to link it. I love all of his stuff. He has an amazing voice. He can sing. But his two things that he does that I love the most are any teacher thing that's funny, any kind of school or teacher thing, of course. And then his, what's he call it, Disney pranks with friends. His Disney pranks with friends are really funny too. The reason I bring him up is he's another distraction. If I'm feeling down, watching something funny really is such a great escape, and it lifts your spirits. Yeah, music can do that, but I don't have any current music that I haven't listened to ad nauseum, and I'm kind of tired of my music right now. And he's funny. He's funny. The last two little tiny things I wanted to include is I found another tea that's good. Molly, you might like this. This keeps dropping, like dying. So anyway, I was in the middle of saying I know Molly had mentioned liking one of the Perfect Energy teas by Yogi, and I can't remember if it was vanilla or I don't think it was vanilla. I forgot what it was. But this is one I just discovered this week. Raspberry Passion. I love it. It's so good. And the other thing I wanted to share, I have Netflix like everybody in the world. And on Netflix, in my membership on Netflix, I also still get DVDs. It's not all streaming. Gotten recently a documentary called Kumari, I believe it was. Looks like this. It was really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. The true story of a false prophet. And I recommend it. That's all I'll say about that. It was so well done. Very, very good. All about spirituality. And anyway, it was amazing. So check it out, man. That's it. I don't know if I'll add anything else to this video or not, because I've taken little short snippets here and there that I've been, lately just including into one video. And if not, then take care. See you next time, guys. Peace.